Welcome back to another game. This one's going to be quite late posting. It's like 9:30 playing it now. Been out at Legoland for the day. I'll try this, which has been good fun. Some dad life at Legoland. Right. I think we can just transpose into this. Yeah, first time at Legoland as an adult was good. Not been for a long time, but it was nice, super warm day. So, but now back late. Let's play a game of chess and see if we can upload it today on the 12th. Not convinced if I played the right move order. This is just kind of like I used to play e4 and wow. Can I take here? Takes. Check. There and there. Hits 2 pieces. Takes. Check there. Check. Picks that up. I think I can take the pawn. So the line is takes. Takes this. Suppose this, then this. And this. Let's look at that again. Takes. That traps my queen in. That frees it. Let's do it. We'll see what happens. See if we can get away with this. Or whether we've miscalculated it. Either being that these 2 pieces hang. Maybe this is a more exotic try, but I think this is better because it covers these 2 retreating squares. So I was looking at knight here, right. So my first thought was, what happens if you take the rook? If they go here, I can take here. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to escape that. And to defend the pawn, you play knight here, which traps me in, and I was thinking knight here to kind of attack it. Let's roll the dice. I should have maybe looked at this for more than half a second, but so I kind of have to see this far in from the distance. So this looks like it traps it on the spot. I can take here. Maybe they get some complications. A knight here forces one of these, I think. Not sure, we'll see. Even something like this is a bit problematic, just to go after this pawn. Maybe we just have to play king d1. I suppose this comes with a tempo, right? I can still check. Actually, there, is that what I want to allow? Knight here to go here, that runs into this. This to do something. maybe this, because it gives my queen also this square. But knight here, bishop here. Yeah, kind of. So their threat is bishop here, queen here, knight here. So I've either got to play this. I think this is nice. So then on this, and then this, I can take it. So they'll need to try and dislodge my knights. So there, here. Even something like this. It's a bit scary, isn't it? Because if we go this knight and check the we might be in trouble. So this. We'll see. We currently have 4 points of material. It could be maybe we end up giving this back. If we take there, then there. So let's look at that. So if I go here, if I just get loads of material for it there, so there and takes there. So if I take this knight, I'm then up a rook and 2 pawns. A rook, a bishop and 2 pawns. I'm up technically material wise, so I think I can do that. There. Yeah. So I'm up 4 points of material. I pick up another 6. I'll be up 10 points of material, but I lose my queen. I think that's the best case. I don't see how else I'm going to stop the knight from getting here. Besides just playing like this. Knight ends up getting sacked anyway, so I think I take it. Maybe I should have spent a bit longer, but we'll play. Okay, now I think I take the bishop, right? And we have a crazy imbalanced game. Now here my knight's really lacking squares. So do I play f3? Also trying to wall out his light squared bishop. Like this seems the most natural, right? But then my knight's got nowhere to go. So on this, I'm forced here. And takes isn't great because can I get away with this? Takes. F3. What about d5? I think that's okay for me, fine. So what do we both got a bishop and a knight. a knight and a rook, basically, isn't it? And a couple of pawns. Yeah, literally what it shows you at the bottom of the screen. Knight, rook, and a couple of pawns against the queen. Usually, I'd like to have the queen. Maybe if we can liquidate a couple of pawns here for like these two, feel a bit better. The bishops are on opposite squares, so I don't know if that's good or bad. I think maybe good. His king's not particularly safe, but there's not many pieces that can really hurt him. I think my dark squared bishop wants to come out this way, doesn't it? Yeah, actually maybe e5 was a much better move. Maybe not. Well, it's a bit late now anyway, because queen e8 might have been bad. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is fine. I think this is the move. I think d5 is what they should be playing for. Try and open me up a bit. Give me some soft squares. That and then d5. So it's either this. Is it maybe viable? But that's the way I wanted to get my bishop out, wasn't it? Or this. Right here. Then push. This feels a bit weakening, doesn't it? So maybe we do here. And on this, we go here. I don't think there's the same kind of sacrifice ideas. I've got this, which I think I can always defend myself appropriately. And if nothing, I can play d4 to then meet d5 with e5. I mean, protected pass pawn would be huge. You know, and we'll slowly get our pieces out. The downside, isn't it? I've got all these pieces on the back rank, which really need to come out. Rather than just moving this knight a gazillion times. Yes, it's not. Wow. Wow, that's aggressive. Oh, I just want to come here, don't I? And that's nothing exciting there. Maybe the plan is this. Yeah. So here, here. Take, push. Or this. No. Doing this. This is the only sensible continuation I can see. Yeah, I've been kind of pegged back a bit here. I could have done with a few easy moves, which I've not been afforded. If I can block and castle, then I feel good, but I'm not in a position to do that. So on this, yeah, because this pin is super annoying, isn't it? So on this, I think I take it and take there, and then need to work out what we're doing. Bishop out, maybe, yeah, I think bishop out. So this takes to there, and if this I can take with a knight, and that feels fine. Queen there. King there. Yeah, it might get messy. So, pawn there takes, pawn takes there. There, queen there, king there, bishop there. Okay. And this I'm super happy to see, right? You just take with a deep. Oh, do we get the same trick that I was trying to play on them? That they. There. Queen takes. No, because I have this. If knight takes, pawn takes, queen takes. It's a check attacking the knight and this pawn, but I have this move defending everything. Awesome. Also, there might be using the fact that I can kind of defend with this rook in some lines that I've got, like bishop takes on h6, so if the queen was to come here and take here and kind of eye up the h1 rook, there might be some lines where I'd have a king and a knight out of the way, say queen takes here, and I can hit them with bishop takes h6. Maybe it's a potential defence. Yeah, so I think this fails to this. There's no way to apply extra pressure. It's still scary, right? Because they can get a bishop out and go around the side and mate me. I don't know. Okay, here. We shall see. But yeah, the more I look at it, okay, so they play passive, so I think to get this knight out is its time. And this is kind of annoying. Might need to play king f2. Yeah, given that it kind of gives me a bit of a free move, this, doesn't it? So castling's up next. I think putting these pawns here is going to be good for me. I've got a protected passed e pawn. Yeah, so that's the annoying move, right? Do I play this now? Knight e3 to hit this with tempo. Kind of like guards against this. Maybe some ideas of playing this in the future. You know, if I could get this knight here, this knight to here or here, and then launch him in here. So I think this is good. I'm going to play this next if I get the opportunity. Also got h4, h5 is now a threat. I don't know if it's something I want to do, but it's something I can do, right? If this pawn gets dislodged in any way, shape or form, then it's game over. Yeah, my immediate plan is to play c4, b3, and get the bishop on this diagonal where it's going to be super strong. Also just a castle. Like I say, maybe king f2 is what I want to be playing instead, but I think if I can castle, I should castle. Might need to liquidate some pressure at the right time. Yeah, so maybe if I get this lined up, I can also drop a knight into d5, chop the knights, maybe get two connected pass pawns on the d and e file, or just a further advanced e pawn that can't be touched. Maybe with the pin. Yeah, if you get like infinite moves, c4, b3, bishop b2, creates a pin on the knight, and then knight here just would win. That's if I get 1, 2, 3, 4 unanswered moves. But it's nice to have options, right? I've got some plans now, whereas I don't think they do. They can try and cramp down my space by playing c4 themselves, but that gives me good control on the d4 square. I think their main source of activity is going to be some kind of sacrifices on... Okay, didn't even look at that, but it makes sense, doesn't it? I say the main source of activity is sacrifices here. Maybe they want to play rook here first. Rook e1. I think rook e1. Maybe this. Maybe c4. So threat here. Takes. So here check threat, isn't it? Yeah, so maybe c4. It gives this square, but I can... Yeah, c4. The queen here is annoying. Yeah, because actually if I play knight here, knight takes, pawn takes, rook can just take the pawn because of this annoying pin. So I think a lot of things just saying play king f2. If queen cross would come on this diagonal, I've got rook d1. We're somehow up on time, which is interesting. So, opponent from Togo, 1,917 games. What's the kind of split on that? 225 blitz, so a lot. Yeah, nearly 1,500 games of rapid, and 4 games of chess 960. I wonder if that's become more popular in the last year. I would imagine so. Right, what's my setup? Getting this in with this, and some rook power. Yeah, because I think the queen can attack multiple things, but it can't really overwhelm a single point, so I just need to have limited points of weakness. So if I was to play like this and this, I'd only have a weakness on A2 and G2, which I can defend relatively easily. I just don't want the queen to be able to like check and pick up a pawn and do that kind of stuff. If I was to swap rooks and knights, I'd have the rook and bishop, which I think would be okay if I can kind of force the pawn through. And with 2 extras, I'm hoping I can. I think I'd rather keep the knight, it's a bit more flexible, isn't it? Although the bishop does look very inviting on this diagonal. There's some tactic potential with this. Yeah, so this queen move is annoying, isn't it? B1. Just purely display this. Trying to see if there's any kind of back here, if there's any sneaky bits of being able to play B3, letting the queen come in, and then trying to get the bishop up here, but I need to move my knight out of the way first. I think it's difficult to do that. So this now allows queen here. Again, it's not so particularly want to allow, is it? Well, just bishop here, queen here. Bishop there. Well, is that okay? Bishop here, queen here, bishop there, check there, king there, there. Everything's defended. And I bring one of my rooks in, which would win the game. So I think I could play this. There. Everything's defended, right? The pawn's defended by the knight. just this infiltration square, but on d3, but once I move here there's no more meaningful checks, so let's play this. Rook sacks. It's fine. Yeah, I think this is a clever move, right? Gets you out of any pin potential. But I think if I can get bishop for knight, and like I say, leave myself with a knight on the board, that's going to be good. Like a knight here just feels strong. That's unopposed, can never be moved. So they go here and they move, even just taking it and plopping a knight here feels really good. I don't know. And then doubling up on the d file, I just need to, like I say, just cover off all my weaknesses. If I go into that, maybe if I have the pawn here and h3, I end up with like a rook or something on the second that can defend both ways. Yeah, so this line, so this is what we looked at, right? So bishop here, you have this check, we come back and then you've got nothing. And when I follow in with one of my rooks, you lose everything. So now your knight's hanging, and I'm threatening this. Is this now winning for me? This, didn't look at this. Knight takes there, rook there. Ooh. Yeah, I think that does me, yeah. And he played it. So it takes them there. I've got knight here. Well, what other moves have I got? They both come with taking a number of checks, so they're no good. So we're forced to do this. Yeah, no, I think knight here is the only good move. Because again, my queen just moves to somewhere, it's just going to get mated. I think knight here is the only try. Still highly likely I get mated. Anything better? So pawn takes there. Pawn takes check there. Check there. Okay. Or push. Keep it closed. Maybe that's quite sensible actually, isn't it? Yeah, that's quite sensible. Pushing. Drops this pawn. That's okay, I can kind of regroup. And then this pawn ultimately probably as well, but well, I definitely don't want to take. This was my other candidate, but that drops that pawn. That gives him a passed e pawn. I don't like that, I prefer this. But it feels the balance of the game has shifted. Not into my favour. Rook E1 is the first thing that comes to mind. So on this I can play this. Also covers against queen coming here. I like that. Lock that in kind of quickly. Yeah, this has to be met with this. Maybe this becomes quite strong. Here, potential. Ooh. Ooh. Oops. There, mate in one. There, mate in one. That's not viable. This is the only viable move. There. Somewhat surviving for another few moves. They're finding all the moves, aren't they? Not me. Yes. Just escapes. Yes. This. Right, just pawn this. Maybe just this. Yeah. Relying on the fact they've only got 20 seconds left to try and finish me off. How many you just take here? Takes. Okay, so it goes that way. It's interesting. Push. Or king out. King up. I'm a bit nervous about losing both these pawns in this one going. Even this is an interesting transposition, isn't it? I'm a bit nervous about him having time to do this. Okay. Just threatening to take the pawn. Push. this was the move. Don't know. Maybe this now. Does this work? Check, takes, push. Nope, not yet. But if the king up, it does. Like this. I think. I don't know. Mistakes are going to be made in this endgame. Check, takes, push. Nope. Like the idea of there. Maybe he pushes. I'm probably picking this up. Okay, so check and pick up. Am I going in this way? Or do I swing around and try and grab this? What do I play on this? Okay. This. This is fine. Yeah, I'd love to be able to play this, but I just get pinned. Okay. I don't have control of the promotion square, which is a bit of a problem, isn't it? Is king stuck? Everything feels a bit stuck though. Take there, it takes there. Don't feel like this is the way to go. On this. Got king. No, he doesn't have king here because of this, but he's got like check. Both down to 15 seconds. have a pawn here and a bishop here, and my position is safe. That's a safe move. I think I can pick this up. I think I've got the winning chances. I don't know if I'm winning, but I have the winning chances when they've only got 20 seconds left. Takes, so we come back. I think. Yeah, I just don't have enough squares, do I? What if we go around this way? Yeah, but there. Hmm? He's got to move one of those pieces, yeah, so check. Got to come here. Check. Oh my god. What have I done? I flagged. Oh. Oh dear. No, I flagged. It's a draw, is it? Let's have a look. Right, you can take the pawn, play queen here. Yeah, so you can do this. You can take the rook. This is all correct. This is all correct. What's the move here? Knight back to go after here. Yeah, of course. Well, what about like queen here? You go here and you just accept. What's the material count here? 4 pieces in a rook. 1 down a piece. Okay. I took the knight. No, it's better for black. This is -2. Yeah, they got quite. Yeah, I thought this was c4 is what I was worried about, but actually this move gave me a bit of tempo. Okay, so I found the right kind of sequence. We're back to about level here. Plus 0.4. Yeah, because I thought I had this worked out, but I didn't. This is now -3, -4. Yeah, I was after knight takes. That move had me in all kinds of trouble. -4. -6. But you simplified into a game that's equal. I'm pretty sure I had the better end of okay. -3. Now level. God, it was tipsy-turvy, wasn't it? Yeah, I simplified here, which I thought was a draw, and it is a draw. Should either... Just ran out of time. How frustrating. Well, that's a waste of rating points, isn't it? But there you go.